Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. And today, I think we have a very important update as we're going to be talking about our top 5 Metaverse coins. You guys already know, we look for the best crypto gems every single day on this channel. And with these Metaverse coins, guys, I think we'll be able to at least 10x our portfolio, but hopefully we'll be able to 25 or even 50 or even 100x our portfolio in 2022. That's the mission. And that's obviously also why I'm sharing with you guys all these altcoins so you can add a couple, hopefully, to your portfolio, make some juicy and crazy gains in crypto, as literally 2022 is about to be a year where if you're not winning, you're literally losing. And so, well, got to get this info out to you guys as soon as possible so you can adapt to it. I also want to let you guys know that I made a new setup here for myself where I'm standing, but I'm pretty tall. So I have like a monitor stacked on like 4 shoeboxes. I was thinking maybe I'll just buy a really tall desk, but I wanted to do it like now, at the nighttime, right now. And this is my best solution. All right, having said that, I was looking through a couple of different lists of top Metaverse gems, but be honest, I don't really like them too much. I always like to just look through these lists though and see what reason they gave for what different crypto. And that brought me to a certain idea, which was, guys, if you haven't done it before, go to CoinMarketCap, go to the little section right here and press Metaverse and just look through a couple of these different crypto, look what they do, see if something appeals to you, and potentially go for those. Because guys, I'm going to show you cryptos that are within this list, and there's various reasons why they're good, various reasons why they're bad. But obviously, since I'm only picking 5 here, there's going to be quite a lot of crypto that I'm not touching that are, or at least can be, in your portfolio. And so, once more, one thing I would just recommend everybody do is just read through this a little bit, check it out. You can, for almost any crypto project, just press it and see what exactly they are about over in a section down there. So that is something that I highly recommend for that you guys can just quickly do. All right, so my number 1 coin on the list right now is Mana Decentraland. Long story short, what is it? It's a game. You can run it right now. You can go to this little link right there, connect your Ether wallet, join it. You can walk around. You can buy land in there. You can participate in specific events that launch every now and then. And yeah, the reason we're so bullish on it is mostly because they have the first mover advantage. I don't think they're the actual first to do it, but they're the biggest to do it quickly. And so from that perspective, yeah, they're most likely just going to keep growing bigger because Metaverse is pretty hyped up and is going to continue on like that. And as they said, what makes it unique? Well, they're built for content creators, businesses, and individuals that are looking for a new artistic medium, business opportunity, or source of entertainment. And from that perspective, yeah, they are literally one of the biggest ones out there already in terms of money locked up. So they'll most likely stay that way in the sense that Ethereum is definitely not the best to do what they're doing for the DApp realm. But they're the first mover, they're the biggest, and they basically stay that way for longer periods of time. The exact same thing happens with Mana. Right now, there's a second crypto, which is called Sandbox, which is my second coin on this 5-coin list, which I honestly believe has more potential than Mana on the short term. And that's because they actually have better partnerships. What is it? Well, it's basically the exact same thing. Launched in 2011, the Sandbox is a blockchain-based virtual world, allowing users to create, build, buy, and sell digital assets in the form of a game. By combining the powers of decentralized autonomous organizations and non-fungible tokens, aka NFTs, Sandbox creates a decentralized platform for a thriving gaming community. Now, the reason I say that I think Sand might outperform Mana is not because it's really popping off right now in terms of price, and so it's like more inclined to also keep continuing on like that. No, it's more so because the partnerships on Sandbox are quite more severe. We've seen the talks of Adidas buying some land, or at least talking about some land. We've seen multiple different bigger companies buy some land over on Sandbox, where with Mana, you really don't hear that many announcements anymore nowadays. Again, it might be because they already filled up themselves a significant amount of time ago, but in my own perspective, it's really about the now and now, Whatever project does best now is the one that's going to get the best results now. And with Sandbox, they're really popping. Where Mana, they were more popping a couple of months ago at the start of 2020. I'm going to say Mana popped off a little bit earlier. Sand popped off a little bit harder. And I would say a couple of months ago, of course, when the Metaverse boom happened, all these cryptos did really well, coming from 80 cents on Mana. And let's see, Sandbox, it came from about, let's quickly check it out, guys. It came from about 80 cents, 70 cents as well. Right now, in terms of price, Sandbox did better in that little time frame. In terms of market cap, not yet, but it definitely could be coming up. So my next coin on the list here, guys, is a little bit more controversial. And that's because these coins are not really on the top of the top, but it's called Starlink. Starlink is one of the coins that I actually bought a good while ago with you guys live. The only problem is, guys, there's less support for this crypto than for the Sand and Mana. And so, if we're being completely open and honest, there's a better chance that a crypto like Mana or Sandbox will really continue on. This coin is on the 250th spot, so there's a little bit more of a risk involved. Then again, guys, this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. This is just my own opinion. So the STARL token will be the key to everything in your metaverse, and basically they're, to some degree, the exact same thing, because for the most part, these metaverse projects are pretty similar. I'm telling you guys with great honesty, it's pretty difficult to find the one over the other. However, the STARL Metaverse is the first crypto project to onboard AAA game design and development team with over 2 decades of experience, including work for PlayStation, Disney, Lionsgate Entertainment, Lucasfilms, Pixar, and the LEGO Group. STARL will be the bridge between the professional gaming industry and crypto. We're basically betting on that little part right there. They're also acting as a gaming launchpad, which you guys know I like, with the first game, Warp Nexus, being adapted and developed by Wormbyte Studios. And Warp Nexus is a vast space exploration and play-to-earn space MMO. And basically from that perspective, guys, I was like, yeah, I'm putting a lot of money into this one, thinking it might really work on that department, on the launchpad department, and continue on in a good direction. I think there's a good potential for this crypto, so I got a good chunk of it nowadays. Then my next coin here on the top rankings is Magiccraft. You guys already know by now. Magiccraft was one of the coins that I tried to get into really early. I know the founder, I know all the guys involved, and basically they're a cryptocurrency that's pretty different to the rest of them, as they have a game that's not really an open world in the sense that we know before. It's a MMO, play-to-earn RPG, launched on the Binance Smart Chain, and well, if you guys have seen the little introduction videos that were spread everywhere around the interwebs, oh boy, is it looking good, all right? It's going to be like one of those new, bigger games. It's going to be like World of Warcraft or whatnot. That's exactly what they're trying to get to. They launched a little bit ago. Not the most craziest of launches in terms of price and return. However, I guess that you might actually call better, because they basically had a good little basis. People understood, hey, it's now launched in the space. They got themselves their little intro out, and all of a sudden the price started to pump, meaning, hey, maybe people are finding the appeal right now. Maybe people are starting to find it out. Maybe they're going for a heavier marketing campaign, which I don't necessarily think so, but they're starting to pick up. You can see here the volume is starting to pick up severely too, and Magiccraft here is, I guess, a good opportunity for a lot of people to buy in early. That still might continue on in that direction, as they're really trying to build this one through, and hopefully, guys, hopefully, they're really going to take this one far, which I honestly think they will. And so, truth be told, I am pretty excited about the project, and I'm just holding on to the bitter end. All right, now, I'm going to talk about a couple of, I'm going to say, honorable mentions. So, let's quickly go again to CoinMarketCap, and we're going to quickly go down a little bit on like the sector where I just told you guys to all go to. CoinMarketCap, then press Metaverse right here. If we go there, we'll see quite a couple of different crypto. On my channel, I've covered My Neighbor Alice, because there was a launch on Binance and we bought it. Engine Coin, because we bought it early, and they're basically a platform as well that's going to launch a lot of other things, or at least host a lot of other things, so we're pretty bullish on that. We've talked about that quite significant on the channel. Illuvium, we've talked a couple of times before about. Blocktopia is also one of my bigger metaverse holds, but to be honest with you, I could only fit 5 into a top 5, right? Blocktopia, if we had more spots, I would have definitely put in there, so it's an honorable mention. Starlink, we already talked about just now, so that's already on the good end. There's a couple other ones. Star Atlas, we've talked about quite a lot on the channel, and it's definitely in my top 10. Maybe I should have just made this a top 10 with all the coins that I think are really juicy. Star Atlas is a massive multiplayer online game that is also on the same end, right? Really, really high potential, really, I'm pretty excited about that. There's a couple other ones like Meta Hero that I'm going to always hold. And there's also a couple of ones in this list that I've talked about, but that's generally the gist of it. Those are the coins I'm most excited about and most expected to do well. But the last coin on the list is one that's gone really popular over the last couple of days, and that is, guys, GALA. GALA, I have seen everywhere. Here is also an article about how Coin Bureau explained his bullishness on GALA Metaverse token. So, I've actually done this live on stream. We went to look at GALA because I didn't understand where all the hype was coming from in my comment section. Every time I looked down there, people were like, okay, so what about GALA? What about GALA? What about GALA? Let's quickly type it in here real quick. So, as far as I now know, guys, GALA is going on a rapid surge, being 51st in the freaking market cap because, take a look at this, they aim to take the gaming industry to a different direction by giving players back control over the games. GALA Games' mission is to make blockchain games you'll actually want to play. The project wants to change the fact that players can spend hundreds of dollars on in-game assets and countless hours spent playing the game, which could be taken away from them with a click of a button. It plans to reintroduce creative thinking into games by giving players control of the games and in-game assets with the help of blockchain tech. Now, partially, this is just a little traditional metaverse talk, but I'm thinking from the perspective of if they're focusing on the narrative that it is going to be a cryptocurrency that is going to take every single gaming experience you've ever had before and make sure it will never be able to go away because it's decentralized. From some perspective, I'm thinking, ooh, that's susceptible to hackers. But more importantly, I'm thinking that's going to set a little basis for gaming in the future right there. That's their main goal. Now, I know obviously Metaverse is the same type of idea, but depending on how the structure or how the GALA structure looks like, that's a really, really huge idea. But that's not all. They've also gotten themselves a couple of steps in, and I talked about it before. The way they which have done things now, I honestly believe they have a pretty high potential in that regard, but we'll have to see how it goes. It's just my number 5 in the rankings right here, and that's because also they're growing so massively. It says here, since the launch in 2019, GALA Games has now grown to 1.3 million monthly users, and 26,000 NFTs have been sold, with the most expensive piece valued at $3 million. It's most likely also going to surge quite rapidly over the next couple of weeks here, as GALA has started to pick up the pace. It started out a little bit later than the majority of these other coins, but look at it. Right now, GALA is at 50 cents from about 10 cents a little while ago, or 8 to 9 cents. So it's already gone like times 7-ish. Still think there's quite a lot of potential within these cryptos, and that's why I'm buying them. I'm telling you guys, if you're not into Metaverse just quite yet, no problem. Get yourselves an account on KuCoin, get yourselves an account on Bybit, get yourselves an account on BITRUE. Links for that are down below, because these coins are most likely never coming back to these cheaper prices, as Metaverse is the next big realm, and I'm filling my freaking bags, everybody. Alright guys, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more of these updates, and I'll see you guys again, because this little list here had Starlink in it, which was exciting, but the rest of these coins just kind of feels as if they're being promoted. VRA, I hold, but not really too amazing in the regards in comparison to all the other ones. I mean, it could be in my honorable mentions. Deepcoin I've never heard about before. Radio Kaka sounds pretty poo-poo. And UFO Gaming, I've seen come by a couple of times, but not in my top of the top list. That again, that does remind me to say there's quite a lot of different crypto. They're all on a similar type of level, and it's really up to preference for the most part, because we don't really know which is going to be the main adopted crypto in the future and which one is going to work with Cristiano Ronaldo, for example, to really make it big, if you guys get my drift.